Hello everyone, welcome to UMID, a drop of hope. Hope everyone is doing good, great, and having an amazing day. Myself, Plessy Shalini, currently pursuing Masters in Chemistry. In this video, we will be looking into periodic table of elements. Before getting into the video, hope everyone is aware of the current COVID situation. So, kindly be safe by wearing a mask and maintain social distancing and stay home and stay safe. If you are sick, kindly consult a doctor and don't forget to wash your hands regularly with soap so that soon we will get rid of this COVID and return to normalcy. Now, let's get into our topic, the periodic table of elements. The chemical elements in the periodic table are arranged from left to right and top to bottom in an increasing order of atomic number. The first person who attempted to formulate a periodic table with 63 elements in the year 1869 was Mendeleev, and he was said to be the father of periodic table. Now, the modern periodic table of element consists of 118 elements and it starts from hydrogen and ends with oganesson. Yes, the rows in the periodic tables are called as periods. Now, let's count the number of periods in the periodic table. The first row of the periodic table consists of two elements. One is hydrogen, the other one is helium. The second row starts with lithium and ends with neon. The third row starts with sodium and ends with argon. The fourth row starts with potassium and ends with krypton. The fifth row starts with rubidium and ends with xenon. The sixth row starts with cesium and ends with radon. The seventh and the last row starts with francium and ends with oganesson. So there are seven rows, that is seven periods in the periodic table. And the columns in the periodic table are called as groups. Now let's count the number of groups. The first group starts with hydrogen. The second one with beryllium. Group 3 starts with scandium. Group 4 with titanium. Group 5 with vanadium. Group 6 with chromium. Group 7 with manganese. Group 8 with iron. Group 9 with cobalt. Group 10 with nickel. Group 11 with copper. Group 12 with zinc. And group 13 starts with boron. Group 14 starts with carbon. Group 15 with nitrogen. Group 16 with oxygen, group 17 with fluorine, group 18 with the helium. So there are 18 columns, therefore 18 groups in a periodic table. Do you know each group in a periodic table has a specific name? Now let's get into it. The first group is called as alkali metals. The second one is said to be alkaline earth metals. The group 3 to 12 comes under transition metals as they give out colors. And from the transition element comes the inner transition element, which are of two series, that is lanthanide series and actinide series. The boron group is called as boron group itself, and the one with carbon is called as carbon group, and the one with nitrogen is called as nitrogens, and the one with oxygen is called as chalcogens, and the one with fluorine is called as halogens, and the last group is called as noble gases. Now, the alkali metals and the alkaline earth metals both together comes under S block elements, that is the group 1 and group 2 elements, which consists of hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. Altogether 13 elements comes under S block elements. Now, this S block elements will be seen in the left part of the periodic table. Now, see to this. This part of the block comes in the right side of the periodic table. This one is said to be P block elements. It contains group 13 to group 18. Now, this middle one is found in the midpoint of the periodic table. That is, it is found in the middle part of the periodic table, and this is called as D block elements, and it consists of elements from group 3 to group 12. and they are said to be transition metals. This part of the periodic table can be seen at the bottom part. It is the lowest mode part and it is called as F block elements. The first series is said to be lanthanides and the second one is said to be actinides. They are called as inner transition metals as they belong to D block elements and they are separated out as a separate block, that is F block elements. Now, the periodic table can also be classified based on the nature they exhibit, that is whether they are metals or non-metals or metalloids. The blue color part of this periodic table is all metals and the green part consists of non-metals and the orange shaded part are metalloids. Now let's look into the actual meaning of a arrangement of periodic table. See, each symbol contains a number in the leftmost corner and a number at the bottom of them. So, the number at the leftmost corner indicates the atomic number and the number at the bottom indicates the atomic mass. Let's see an example of it. Let's take titanium for our example. Here, the 22 is at the leftmost corner and 47.867 is at the bottom part. Here, 22 is the atomic number and titanium with the symbol Ti and the atomic mass is 47.867. Now, let's look into trick for learning the first 20 element of periodic table. Let's learn it with mnemonics. Let's take the first period with two elements, that is hydrogen and helium. Let's have a mnemonic, that is whenever we see a friend we will say what? Hi or hello. Let's start with it itself. So mnemonic is hi, hello, where H from hi indicates hydrogen and He from hello indicates helium. Next, period 2. It consists of lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. The mnemonic for it is Little Ben became Chutki's number one friend and neighbor. So from little we have Li lithium and Ben Be beryllium became B boron, Chutki's C carbon, number N nitrogen, 1 O oxygen, friend F fluorine, neighbor N E neon. And the periodic table of elements with period 3 contains sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine and argon. And the period 4 contains potassium and calcium. Now, let's see a mnemonic for them. Naughty Maggie always sings perfect song climbing around for kind captain. So, naughty Na sodium from Maggie Mg magnesium always Al aluminium sings Si silicon perfect P phosphorus song S sulfur climbing Cl chlorine around Ar argon kind K potassium captain Ca calcium. Oh, this mnemonic is useful to you and will be helpful in remembering the first 20 elements of the periodic table. That is hi, hello. Little Ben became Chutki's number one friend and neighbor. Naughty Maggie always sings perfect song climbing around for kind captain. Hope this video is clear. We saw about the periodic table of elements, how they were arranged, the number of rows, the number of columns, and we saw about the names of different groups and the mnemonic to remember the first 20 elements of periodic table. Hope it's clear. Kindly stay connected with Human for more educational contents. Thank you.